Well, there's the Motherwell side, and I suppose Motherwell supporters will be delighted to see Tom Boyd is back there. He's the captain of the side. I saw him being sent off against Hearts in a game last week, and that should bolster the defence. Dundee United, badly affected by injury, quite obviously, and Jim McLean bemoaning the fact that he couldn't rest one or two of these players, and that's the Dundee United side, enhanced by Miksu Katalainen at number 8. He is the young Finnish player who made an impact last week, scoring a goal and laying on the other, and he looks, at the age of 21, a very useful, strong player. Referee today, Alistair Hewitt from Edinburgh. Certainly an important game from the point of view of Motherwell in what has turned out for them to be a different kind of league. 4 or 5 teams at the bottom, all desperately anxious to avoid relegation, and for Dundee United, they really must keep in touch in the Championship after having lost at home last week and being knocked out of Europe. There'll be a lot of tired legs out there, I suspect, in the white shirts. That was not one of them. That was Gordon McLeod, as the Dundee United captain of the day, number 3, Maurice Malpas. There's Malpas, and his astute play should be useful for Dundee United this afternoon. A very good break and an excellent tackle there by Hegarty. Massive ball behind it, Tom McAdam. Looked like a push from the back, and the referee agrees. That is Beaumont. Tom McAdam will be looking for the edge of the penalty area. Again, it looked suspiciously like a push. That's a shot, and Billy Thompson, there may have been a deflection. No. The referee was right on the spot. It is a goal kick. Watch the way that this is covered, by the way. That's Tom Boyd getting his shot in, and Thompson making sure. I'm convinced he thought it was going wide, but he crept across anyway. Gordon McLeod. Strong effort by the youngster. In fact, I think the Motherwell goalkeeper was going to have it well covered, and he had 2 defenders in front of him in any case. Just gets it through Gig, and wonderful chance. No, really, he had to angle that. Can't beat Billy Thompson that way, not putting it right through him. He's not the invisible man. Great chance. Slackness in the United defence. Oh, either he wanted to chip it away to the right or dig it into that left-hand post. McLeod missing that totally. That was Beaumont to Malpas. Hasn't come forward all that much. A wasted ball. There was nobody going to catch that one. And a wasted journey for him. Clean header by Hegarty. We've seen him do it so often. Incisive. There's Clark. That needs swept forward, and is they're all onside. John Gagan. Oh, it needed a dab forward, nothing more than that. And there was Farningham coming up. I mean, players don't have eyes in the backs of their heads, and there was one occasion when I'm sure they wish they had. Look at that. McInally thought everything was all right, and then boop, not so far away. These players really thinking hard how to break down the defences. Well, that high ball to McLeod It seemed to be a useless ploy because McAdam is so good in the air. Free kick. That's young Joe McLeod, wearing number 11, but in fact playing right through the middle. Up go the big men. John Clark. That was a very good header. It really was. And look how far out he was, in fact, and he tried to guide that round, and you can see the goalkeeper, I don't think, would have got to that. Battling went in, and Ferguson. Very good move, coming off the head of the fin to Ian Ferguson there. Well, his first positive contribution, the big man getting up. Now, Ferguson sometimes can take a ball like that in his chest and get it down quickly to foot, and that might just have paid off them. It was possibly just an opportunity to get a shot rather than a header in. Although, repeatedly, it's easy enough to say it from up here. Now, pass. Clark. Ooh, that would have taken the net away. He has debatably the hardest shot in Scottish football. That might be a corner. Very slackly conceded that by Bowman. This is Motherwell's first corner, and we're in stoppage time in the first half. Thank you very much. And there goes the half-time whistle. Billy Thompson may just as well carry it in with him, the ball, and give it to a referee who hasn't had all that much to do in the way of checking players or whatever. Indeed, it has been a largely uneventful first half. I don't see any fear of spectators getting high blood pressure, and I'm sure the managers themselves have had a rather equable first half, but no doubt with team talks to come at half-time, we may get something very interesting. Ah, well, the gentle, colourful animals straight out of Walt Disney, I may say, with the tangerine colours there, supporting the team as they just kick off at the start of this second half, and at least that fancy dress will be keeping them warm, which is more than can be said for up on this television, the gantry on a very cold afternoon, very raw. And we hope for something rather more passionate in the second half, and here's a man who certainly has the ability to do that sort of thing, Ian Ferguson. Well-intentioned. John Clark, casual ball forward. Run forward by the Motherwell captain, Tom Boyd, trying to drive his players on. Motherwell had distinctly the better chances in the first half. Not that they came to anything. That might be a touch by Coyne, it is! Exactly a minute and a half gone, and Motherwell have gone into the lead. As I said, they had the better of the chances in the first half. Gagan ought to have put them in the lead, but there it was. Now, I suspect that that was more a shot at goal by Farningham than anything else. let out at it. It went right behind Bowman, and there was Khan to stick it away. Bartolinen trying to go back and defend. Gagan, free kick. Brought down there by Bowman. Well, there's the old warhorse up again. Tom McAdam, there he goes back. He's done that so often for various clubs, last of which, of course, was Celtic. Ferguson trying to lay it off. Patalainen in. And I think the big Finn being penalised again. Free kick. Hegarty going in hard. Sullivan putting it in. Nobody touching it. Well, they get the throw. It's Sullivan again. And that was off the head of Beaumont. Horrible crowd warming to this. Billy Thompson belting out the instructions again. McAdam is up. There's a drive and it's a second goal. And that was a distinct deflection. McAdam was up for it, certainly. Putting it hard forward. And Tom Boyd. Now let's see how this deflection comes about. Back it goes. It is Tom Boyd rattling it in, and that was off the foot of Bowman. What a tragedy. That was going well wide from Boyd. Hands? No. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. It's Candish again, and he's onside. Oh, he's feeling annoyed about that. Dear, oh dear. Kinnaird dragging defenders towards him, gets a corner. Up will come Hegarty and Clark. Back will go Bowman and McInally. Bowman is up as well. We just touch away, and that must be no. That's the big man who scored the own goal, Beaumont, who was in on that. And I think United might just pull themselves back if they can get the big men in for balls like that, headed well down by Patalainen. And that wasn't far at all away. Now, I think the fellow who scored the own goal, Beaumont, would have deserved a strike there. So here's the corner kick. Again, they're getting ahead. Sid Clark is there. Ferguson tries to go in. All panic stations at the moment in that defence. Bit too much in that. Free kick. Not much use in protesting about that one. Well, there we are. He gets danger money, and in all honesty, they draw the short straw for that one. Now, this is the danger. They push players forward, and he may be caught. Phillipen breaking. No, cut off there by Bowman. There's Bowman. Now McInally. Kinnaird did well to hold on to that. And whipped away by Wishart. Must be difficult to come on as a sub and finds yourself facing Fraser Wishart. Bohm again. Kinnaird needed locked in. There's a shot by McAnally. Must be. Oh dear. Superb effort by McAnally. Now the break. Oh, Motherwell have got out of that one. Cocky. It's a bit unfortunate. Try for the corner, but it is in fact a goal kick. Well, the chances for United have been few and far between, and this was certainly a distinct one. Look at this. McAnally right off the crossbar. It's been all United in the past 10 minutes. There by McAdam. I think the latest tackle there by Khan and Jim McLean angered by that challenge. The referee has stopped the play, given the free kick. Now Kinnaird. Always got a bit of side net, I think, with that shot. Yes, well, he had several options. There were players inside him. That was going to be a very difficult angle. Tommy McLean, haven't seen much of him. We've got the cameras down there, but he must be a fairly happy man at a 2-0 scoreline with only about 7 minutes left. Well, he won't breathe easily until he hears that final whistle. Oh, it's a superb pass. This is Curran. Nobody to touch it in, and Kinnaird. Oh dear. Well, it looked easy, didn't it? Look at this great pass by Ferguson. The two substitutes in action, that was Curran. And didn't it look easier to score, in all honesty? McAnally completely wrong-footed there. Ferguson again. He can usually hit them hard from out there. And McAnally, good save though by the goalkeeper, Duncan. Brought back from Sunderland and looks very useful. Brave piece of goalkeeping coming up here in Ferguson, taking a bigger hand in proceedings. Well, there goes the goalkeeper, but the deflection interests me. It's that kind of afternoon for United. It went the wrong way for them. Well, that's a lovely move. Brilliantly saved as Ferguson. He's done it. Well, at least over the past 15 minutes, that's something that United have thoroughly deserved. They put the pressure on, but they've left themselves precious little time to save this game. Only 4 minutes remaining. They pull back. Ferguson pouncing on top of that. It looked as if any three players could have gone through and put it in the back of the net. A good save by the goalkeeper, but letting it just a bit too loose. And Ferguson rattled it in. There's Kinnaird. Well, it has to be said, despite all the fears, United are finishing the stronger team. He gets a corner. And they'll have to rush to take this. I make it 2.5 minutes remaining. United trailing by 2 goals to 1. And this is the heart of their fight back. That's not a bad ball. There's McAnally. Here's a great chance for McAnally. And it's off the post, would you believe, from Beaumont. It's not been his afternoon. United desperately unlucky. Mark Hugh, a marvellous finish to this match. And it goes again. That's a touch. Kinnaird. He's got to get that ball swung across. All the big men are up, including Clark. There it is again, and the goalkeeper ought to get this. He hasn't, and it's another corner. The pressure really on him. I'd almost say that Dundee United are strongly turning the screw, and even Mr. McLean can't stay in his seat. Half a minute plus stoppage time. Well, that's a dreadful waste. Malpas and Motherwell almost get away. Ball going over the line, and I think United, if they are going to save this game, will have to do it in injury or stoppage time, as we nowadays call it. There's Beaumont. Everybody forward for United. And look at this, 2 against 1. Cohen. He's really got to partner it. Or perhaps all he wants to do is keep possession, realizing that time is running out, and we indeed make it 30 seconds into injury time. And Motherwell will be in no hurry to take this, although you can see the referee down there is checking his watch constantly and warning Motherwell about slow play. It's a goal kick, and Billy Thompson will have to take this very quickly indeed. A minute of injury time played. Dundee United still trailing, and there goes the final whistle. A bold, brave, despairing effort by United to save this match. And I think they can be very proud of the way they've lifted themselves up and fought back and just narrowly missed out. Well, it was worth the entrance money just for that last 10 minutes. I must credit Dundee United, who must have been very worried about the legs lasting out after that punishing game in Czechoslovakia on Wednesday, finishing the stronger and fresher looking side at the end, when it looked as if 20 minutes from the end, 2 goals up, they were dead and buried. I think they had bad luck today, and Motherwell had a slice of good luck, but that's the way it goes.